Hi, this is Josh Dickinson. I'm an associate professor at Jefferson Community College, and we're celebrating the 2020 ALA Banned Books Week, where we celebrate our First Amendment right to freedom of expression and to state unpopular opinions. This is something that's increasingly under attack in 2020 America. I'm going to be reading from the 1961 novel Catch-22 by Joseph Heller. This was banned in Springfield, Ohio in the 70s for several years because of inappropriate language concerns. Often books get challenged or dropped from shelves or banned because of sex, drugs, rock and roll, all the various or religious issues, or if they cover evolution or something someone objects to. So this is an event sponsored by the Liberal Arts Division and the library, and we thank them for that. The Wakelet up here has some resources if you are able to check that out. We'll be adding videos during the week. This is a satire of World War II, and kind of spawned the TV show MASH, sort of spun off of this a bit. This is a reading where there's a syndicate in which an American serviceman is basically running an economic scam based on the war. So I'm going to read from this. His name is Milo Minderbender. Milo's planes were a familiar sight. They had freedom of passage everywhere, and one day Milo contracted with the American military authorities to bomb the German-held highway bridge at Orvieto, and with the German military authorities to defend the highway bridge at Orvieto with anti-aircraft fire against his own attack. His fee for attacking the bridge for America was the total cost of the operations, plus 6%, and his fee from Germany for defending the bridge was the same cost, plus 6 agreement, augmented by a merit bonus of $1,000 for every American plane he shot down. The consummation of these deals represented an important victory for private enterprise, he pointed out, since the armies of both countries were socialized institutions. Once the contracts were signed, there seemed to be no point in using the resources of the syndicate to bomb and defend the bridge, inasmuch as both governments had ample men and material right there to do so, and were perfectly happy to contribute them. And in the end, Milo realized a fantastic profit from both halves of this project for doing nothing more than signing his name twice. The arrangements were fair to both sides. Since Milo did have freedom of passage everywhere, his planes were able to steal over in a sneak attack without alerting the Germans and their anti-aircraft gunners. And since Milo knew about the attack, he was able to alert the German anti-aircraft gunners in sufficient time for them to begin firing accurately the moment the planes came into range. It was an ideal arrangement for everyone but the dead man in Yossarian's tent, who was killed over the target the day he arrived. I didn't kill him, Milo kept replying passionately to Yossarian's angry protest. I wasn't even there that day. I tell you, do you think I was down there on the ground firing an aircraft gun when the planes came over? But you organized the whole thing, didn't you? Yossarian shouted back at him on the velvet darkness cloaking the path, leading past the vehicles of the motor pool to the open-air movie theater. And I didn't organize anything, Milo answered indignantly, drawing great agitated sniffs of air through his hissing, pale, twitching nose. The Germans have the bridge, and we were going to bomb it, whether I stepped into the picture or not. I just saw a wonderful opportunity to make some profit out of the mission, and I took it. What's so terrible about that? What's so terrible about it? Milo, a man in my tent, was killed on that mission before he could even unpack his bags. But I didn't kill him. You got $1,000 extra for it. But I didn't kill him. I wasn't even there. I tell you, I was in Barcelona buying olive oil and skinless and boneless sardines, and I've got the purchase orders to prove it. And I didn't get the $1,000. That $1,000 went to the syndicate, and everyone got a share, even you. War profiteering, objectionable stuff. This is the sort of thing that gets banned or challenged, and we want to celebrate that. I encourage people to check out the videos and to contribute them, send them to me at jdickinson@sunyjefferson.edu. It's JDICKINSON at sunyjefferson.edu, and we can be putting those up between now and the 3rd. Thanks.